Hey, hola, namaste. Welcome to Pearl Tarot. Today I'm back again with a pickup card on what do your boss or your manager think about you at this point of time. So basically, this is a timeless pickup card. Whenever you click on this reading, it is right time for you to receive the message. As usual, there are three piles: pile 1, 2, and 3 from your left to right. Choose the pile that you are most drawn to, and I will catch you in the next click. Hey there, my dear pile 1. If you're drawn to this particular pile, this right place for you to receive the message on what do your boss or your manager think about you at this point of time. Yes, we can dive deep into the reading. So we have that the Sun, Eight of Wands, the King of Swords, the Two of Wands, and the Seven of Swords. So I was getting a very playful energy. I mean, believe me when I say it, I am not at all in a playful mood, but yeah, when I lay down your card, I was getting this playful energy. So it seems like a light-hearted energy is present in this reading. So with the presence of that of the Sun and that of the Eight of Wands, I am getting this strong message that something positive, some positive sort of communication is coming towards you, directed from them, or something like that, like a positive sort of communication. That is what I am getting initially. With the presence of this Two of Wands and the Seven of Swords, I am getting this energy that your boss or your manager may consider you as a person who think differently than them. Like you always have a different perspective or different way of doing things or different way of seeing things. Like it is completely different than them, and they find that you're quite intelligent with yourself. With the presence of the King of Swords, they find that you are quite intelligent. You are very action oriented, a lot of masculine energy present in conjunction with that of the Eight of Wands. And also they see that actually they may not see your entire spectrum of thinking, but they kind of blindly trust you with the presence of that of the Fool, because based on their past experience, they know that even if they don't completely agree with a lot of decisions that you make or a lot of actions that you do, they know that ultimately it will be very fruitful, it will be very successful. That is what I'm getting here, because it seems like with the presence of the Fool, your boss have this sort of energy, like blindly trusting you with that of the things, because based on their of the past experience, they know that you kind of make it successful. Again, with the presence of the Two of Wands and the Eight of Wands, I am getting this strong message that they may consider you to travel a lot for the purpose of the work, or they may consider you as the person who have this expansive sort of mindset that would enables them to progress their business. It's like you have this, you're not at all, you have a bird's eye view. It's not very function specific. Let's say if you work in HR, you deal with that of the HR things, but at the same time you have a bird's eye view. Like you have this idea of what it will benefit the organization as a whole, and you are willing to put that in the action as well, because I'm getting a lot of action oriented energy. Again, with the presence of the Seven of Swords, I'm getting this energy that your boss or manager may think that you may not say the entire things, or you are not good with words. Like I mean, there is a way of saying things, right? We can say the same things but in different ways, and that is actually a skill. I'm not saying that you don't possess the skill, but what I'm actually saying is you can be a little bit blunt, or you can be very direct, and that may comes out as if you don't actually really care about all that of the people. It's their thought process that they have. Again, with the presence of the Sun, they see that you have this bubbly and also this warm energy towards you. You know, I don't know whether I said this in this channel or while I was talking to someone, I told it. Like when we enter that of a room, sometimes we feel it is very cold, right? Sometimes we feel it's so warm and so welcoming at all. So it seems like you have this, like you can switch it on and off. You can make the place very cold as well as you can make the place very warm. Like if you are into very intellectual talks, then it is a place where your boss think that you can be literally brutally honest. And when you are about expansive talks and something that you are very passionate about, then it can brings up your light side, it can brings up your warm side. Sometimes you may smile a little bit when you say about your ambition or your goals or your aspiration. So it is the time when really this warmth comes out, and it is a rare event. There is a difference between a person who always smile and a person who sometimes smile, right? It's like it's a once in a lifetime opportunity, and that is what I'm getting here with the presence of the sun and that of the two of wands. Again, with the presence of the two of wands, I'm getting this message that you may be considered for a travel soon, because for me this two of wands is the epitome of travel actually. So whenever this card pops up, I feel like there is a probability for you to travel, or your boss or your manager may think that you are the best suited one for to make this travel. So something like that is present. Again, with the presence of the King of Swords and Eight of Wands, it's like a deadly combination for a strong communication coming in. So it can be something related to a travel, a new venture, but overall I'm getting a positive vibe, like it's positive. That is what I'm getting. Again, with the presence of the Fool, I'm getting this message that you may be considered as a person who have this ability to take new projects. Like you're not very, King of Swords can be seen as a person who is very rigid and who is very structured, who is very oriented in the things that the person do. But in conjunction with that of the Fool, I'm getting this message that yes, you can be structured, but at the same time, you are quite fluid with the things that you do. You don't you understand that life is life at the end of the day, and you're willing to flow by it. Yes, you value time, yes, you value structure, but at the same time you are open for this unexpected element, and that is something that they really love and admire in you, in conjunction with that of the sun. And when the sun appears, as usual, I always say it's a wonderful card, wonderful deck, and it's wonderful to come out in any reading, and your boss or your manager may think highly of you in that regard, because again, the white horse symbolizes acceptance to a greater depth. So that is also present. Let's dive into the rest of cards now. So we have the bear and the setter, that is leadership. Pay attention to red flags. The signs are questioning you. Horse, summer, expansion, growth. Then the skunk and the magnolia, that is protection. Then you have energy, leadership, creativity, sage, blessings, and poppy, that is dream. Wonderful. So what I'm getting here is, with the presence of the horse and the bear, I'm getting the strong message that your boss or your manager may consider you as a sort of a leadership material. Like with the presence of King of Swords, I missed out that leadership tangent that the card represents. So here it is that they may see you as a person who have a strong leadership potential, or a person who is good, who will do good when they are having some sort of power or position. So that is a, with the presence of the expansion and the growth, I'm getting this message that yes, that like Eight of Wands energy was there, the Two of Wands energy all speaks about expansion and moving into new horizon. So that is also present. Horse, that shows the moment, and there is a lot of masculine energy for the yes. Again, with the presence of the dream and this, I'm getting a lingering energy actually here. Like it's not very apparent, but it is there. And this subtle energy is speaking about, they are kind of hesitant to make an announcement to you because they do not know how you're going to take it. So that is a sort of vibe I'm getting. Like I don't know why I'm picking up, maybe you can call it as an intuition, but there is this vibe like they do not know how you're going to take it, so they do not know how to present it in front of you. So that is it. Again, with the presence of this blessing, I'm getting this strong message that they are considering something and they are deeply thinking about which, but the energy is not so stable. That may be the reason why which it is not coming into forefront. So that is the, again with the presence of this skunk and all, I'm getting this message like how you will take it. That is their biggest concern, and I do not know what they are willing to offer you or ask you to do, because with the presence of the red flag, I feel like they are more hesitant to approach you, and it can be also possible that you are hesitant to say something to them. So that can be a flip flop position is happening here. Maybe that's also possible. Like you are hesitant to say something to them, or at least they are. Some party is hesitant, but I feel like it is more coming from their end. So that is the, again with the presence of the sage, I'm getting this message that you have recently undergone through some sort of purification. Maybe this purification can be very literal. Like you may have gone through that of a salon and groom yourself. So that can be that, or you may have gone through that of a therapy section, maybe that is the, or you may go through that of a natural healing process also, or you may have gone through a retreat. So it can be different ideas for different people. So I'm getting this message that you may have gone through some sort of activities that enables you to shine more. With the presence of the sun, I'm getting this illuminated image. So it's like you may have gone through something that have changed your aura to a great extent. We don't want to do anything very expensive to change our aura or to purify ourselves. A good sleep of, I mean, 10 to 11 hours. I mean, yes, it's not possible, but hear me out. It had happened to me like there was a very big problems in my life, and I do not know literally how to handle them. And I just went to sleep like that. I mean, like, I can possibly think over the night and find solutions for it, yes. But what worked for me the best is just go to the sleep. Like, that's the one. And when I wake up the next day, I was like, I can solve it. I'm sure that many of you would have experienced the same sort of experience, like you do not know how to solve an issue. Then you just go to sleep and miraculously everything fits well. So that's a sort of vibe I'm getting. Coming back to your reading with the presence of this dream, I'm getting this message that you may have gone through some sort of, I don't want to call it spiritual awakening, but more like a inner cleansing. And it can be through a vivid dream. I just recently had a very vivid dream, and yes, it can be through that of a vivid dream that have cleansed your aura in some extent, and they may be picking up on that energy of purification from you. So that is the, again, with the presence of this lots of presence of the sunflower, I am getting that there is some sort of positive news or a positive expansive news is coming to your way, and that is also present with the presence of the fool and that of the creativity. I am getting this message that they may be completely aware about some sort of light side activity of yours, because in the office I am getting the strong vibe that, or in the place that you work, you may be seen as quote unquote a strict leader, like with the king of swords masculine archetype. I am getting that. But when you are off the office, there is a light side to you because you chose the fool, right? And there is a lot of movement, there is a lot of vigor, there is a lot of playful energy from the sun. So there is some sort of a creative side that you have, that you keep very tact, that may not be known by everyone. So that can be the reason by which the Seven of Swords appears. So there is this duality that is present. Yes, you are strict, yes, you are structured, yes, you are oriented, but there is also a fluidity and a playfulness towards you. And that, my friend, maybe your boss or your manager may be completely aware about it. Yes, so that is a wonderful reading I got for you, and I hope that this reading really resonates with you. If it does, consider subscribing to my channel. Hopefully I will catch you in my next reading. Till then, take care. Bye. Hey there, my dear pile 2. So if you're drawn to this particular pile, this right place for you to receive the message on what do your boss or your manager think about you. You are drawn to that of the Temperance card. Yes, we can dive deep into the reading. So we got that of the devil, the strength, the ace of wands, the seven of wands, the hierophant. Actually, this is a mixed bag of bundle, actually. That is the sort of vibe I'm getting. With the presence of the temperance, the card that you are drawn to, I'm getting this strong message that your boss or your manager see that you have that of the potential to walk through the hall of glory, actually. So it seems like they see that you have a lot of potential. They see that you have a lot of vigor, ambition, and desire to reach your maximum potential. There is a lot of passion with the presence of ace of wands. So I am getting this message that they may see that you are kind of having all these things and you have all these abilities, but you may not be seeing it yourself. And for seeing it for yourself, you require training and practice. Like you have to practice, 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 and practice makes perfect. So that is what I'm getting. Like you have to see your own power. That is what your boss or your manager think about you. Like you have a lot of potential, yes, but you need to put in that of the daily work to reach your full heights. So it doesn't mean that they see you as slacking, they see you as not worthy enough and all. It simply means that they see that you have a lot of potential than that you give credit for yourself. And they want you to move through a structured path with the presence of heaven. It can speak about community, it can speak about structure, organization. So you may work in a well organized structure, like in place where the responsibility matters. I mean, everywhere responsibility matters, but it seems like it's a rigid order is there. Like government offices, that seems like very structured rather than an MNC. So it seems like there is a very rigid structure that you work in. A global organization can be also a form of this happening. So what I'm getting, the big core idea here is that they see that you have to go through some sort of a structure to regain that of the balance in order to attain your full potential. That's what I'm basically getting at. I know that it can be, I don't know how you're going to receive this message, but what I'm getting here is with the presence of the strength, for some, that is why I call this reading as mixed bag. Like for some, you have already done this. Like with the presence of the strength card, it speaks about daily practice. It speaks about calming the inner lion every day, day in and day out. It's like if one day this lady is not calming the lion, the next day this lion is going to roar, right? So it's like it's a daily task. It's not just once in a lifetime thing. So you have to do it continuously. What I'm getting here strongly is, and for a majority of you guys are already in the path with the presence of temperance, it speaks about a long journey. It takes about some sort of time is taking, and during this time with the presence of the Seven of Wands and the strength you have already built or is in the process of building, this inner strength that is required for to train or to excel in your program or to excel in your task or something like that. Okay, so that is what I'm getting. So that is why I call this reading as a mixed bag, because I'm getting these three things. Like some people are not started at all with the presence of the devil, some are already in that of the process, and some are in that of the like just the last leap. That is what I'm getting here. Again, with the presence of the Ace of Wands and the devil, I am getting this message that there is a romantic interest that is underlying all these things. Like they are pushing you to something great because they have some sort of a feeling. So that can be true, but I don't feel like it's for everyone. But it is still there, because of the condition of this Ace of Wands and the devil. I don't know whether it is from your side or from their side, but there is a sexual tension that is present, and I just want to say it out. Again, with the presence of the Hierophant, they may be constrained that you have to move to some sort of structured thing. So that like they maybe push you to study further, or they may ask you to go for this, take the certificates, take this course, or something like that, because it seems like they are so much invested in that of your journey, and sometimes more invested than you, it seems, because of the presence of the temperance and the devil, because there is some sort of addiction, because maybe that can happen, like literally it happens when they see themselves in you, like in the younger version of you. So it's like healing their own youth. So it can be that, or it can be the fact that they are attracted towards you. Okay, so that can be also the, again with the presence of the Seven of Wands, I am getting this message that they feel like you are trying on that of the things, and things are coming up, but it may not be in that of the complete excel form that you are intending to. Like you may expect that a return of 100%, but the return may be just 80%. So that can literally take away your passion, because Ace of Wands is a spark of action, and you require literally a damn lot of woods to keep the fire, right? So that is what I'm getting. There is a passion that is present, but they see that there is a whole lot of damn things that is required to keep this passion. So it's not just the passion that keeps you through that the work. It's like the continuous effort is needed, discipline is needed. It's not just the spark of motivation that's needed. And I don't know why I'm getting this message, like lawyers and all, there are many lawyers who just go to the profession simply because they they are very passionate about the job. They just see the courtroom and they are defending the client and all those. That is what they picturize, right? But once we get into this profession, it's only when we know that how much late nights it requires to find the case laws, to go there and find the sections and subsections and the important case law that may have happened 50 years ago. So it's like there is a lot of research that is involved, and many of us may not be picturizing that. We may just picturize ourselves in front of cameras or in front of courtroom, getting like making strong points and all. So that is what your boss or your manager may think, like its life is not about all these flashy things that is happening. There is a lot of things that has to be done, structured way of doing that the things before the literally a garden full of flowers is born. So that is what I'm getting. These are the thought process, and as I was saying, I get a very mixed bag here. So I don't know in which strata of this bag that you guys are in. Anyway, let's dive into the rest of cards now. So we have that of the hummingbird, then the codependency, then we have anticipation, balance, fruit, achievement, success, broom, energy clearing, and fresh thing. Hibiscus, joy, then we have that of the dandelion, that is wounded healer. Then we have the anima mundi. Yes. So that is like a mixed bag here. So with the presence of the hummingbird, I'm getting this message that they may see you as a person who is light-hearted, a lot of playful, a little playful for your own good. Like you're too playful for your own good sometimes. Maybe this is all about vibes, Like sometimes the boss or your higher up may require someone who is kind of very strict and very adaptive and all those jazz. And sometimes they require someone who is very playful and all. and they may consider you according to that perspective. So what I'm getting here is they may see you as someone who is very playful and naive in some sort of way. At the same time, with the presence of the fruit, like it's like a parent who sees a lot of potential in the child, but this child is kind of like just fooling around. I don't know how I can say this energy, but that is a layer I'm seeing here. But at the same time, I should acknowledge the fact that it is not the complete reading, because with the presence of this codependency, I am sure that there is some person who is having some sort of addiction, and this addiction can be towards the work. Maybe it's your boss, that they are so addicted to the work that they wanted everyone to be in this rigid structure. So that can be or it can be you as well, because it seems like you have some sort of addiction that makes you to move away from the path of glory or something like that. So that is again, with the presence of this balance, I'm getting this message that they wanted some sort of balance from you. They think that a little bit of structure in the life will make you good. That makes sense when you come every day, like you come late to the office every day. So they may think like, okay, this person may do good if they have some sort of a structure or balance in the personal life. So something like that. Again, with the presence of the hibiscus and joy, I have to make it very clear. I am not getting a very hatred energy, but more like, there is sexual energy for some people here. But for the majority of you guys, I'm getting this like, they love-hate relation, a love-hate relation. I don't know. That's something that I'm getting. Again, with the presence of this hibiscus and the joy, I'm getting this message that it's like they enjoy your banter a little bit, but at the same time, they are not enjoying it a lot. So it's like they don't even know where that of the boundary comes in. So that is again, with the presence of Anima Mundi and the wounded healer, they see that they see themselves in you in some sort of way, and that may be triggering them to a great extent. Like if they have gone down into that of the rabbit hole with the addiction or something, and then they see that you are also in this same tangent, so that can trigger them, and that triggering can come out in a different way. So that is but irrespective of the fact, I'm getting this message with the presence of anticipation and the fruit that they expect nothing less from you. That is the main thing. They have a lot of expectations on you because they see that you have a lot of potential with that of the Anima Mundi that speaks about world. So world card is a very auspicious card. Again, with the presence of this dragon blood that is present here, it can speak about renewal after a big storm. So they see that everything can be cleared out with the presence of the broom, and a proper structure can be laid out. And I don't know how it's going to fit each and every one of you that is going to watch this reading, but it is present. It's like in short, they want some sort of structure. And this structure can be a sort of studies, it can be some sort of doing things, coming in punctual time. Like what structure is, that is what they want, and they want it in a balanced form, and they are anticipating it from you. And again, with the presence of the joy and the hummingbird, yes, they enjoy talking with you, as they enjoy being in your presence, because they find that hummingbird appears whenever that the result comes out for that the sweet labor. So yes, they find that if you put in that of the effort with the presence of the strength, with the presence of the seven of wands, if you put rigorously your effort into the things, you can reap the benefit. So that is a wonderful reading that I'm getting here, and I believe that this reading truly resonates with you. If it does, consider subscribing to my channel. Hopefully I will catch you in my next reading. Till then, take care. Bye. Hey then, my dear pile 3. So if you're drawn to this particular pile, this right place for you to receive the message on what do your boss or your manager think about you at this point of time. Yes, we can dive deep into the reading. So you got that of the 8 of Cups, the King of Pentacles, the 2 of Cups, the 7 of Pentacles, the 5 of Wands, and the 8 of Pentacles. So basically what I'm getting here strongly is your boss or your manager may think that you are good in teamwork, you are good in collaboration, you are good in showcasing that of your work, and you are good in basically everything, and you are kind of quite competing, you don't settle for less. That is what I'm getting here with the presence of the 5 of Wands. It seems like you have this ability you have no problem competing for the things that matters to you. You have no problem owning up to your work, and you are very hardworking with the presence of 7 of Pentacles and 8 of Pentacles. It seems like you do things till that of it brings the result, and that kind of makes you very financially stable. Like with the presence of King of Pentacles, they think that you are financially stable with yourself. You have the stable energy going out. You are very balanced with the presence of 2 of Cups. But with the presence of the 8 of Cups, I'm getting the strong message that they may think that the task here is quite too repetitive for you, that you may not love it at all. Like they may find that you're not, yes, you're doing that of the work, yes, you're hardworking. I mean, with the presence of, I mean, all throughout all these files, the element of hard work was present in every file, but in this file, the shade of gray is quite darker. So, with the presence of the Eight of Cups, I'm getting this message that they may consider that you are quite withdrawn. I mean, your body is there, yes, you're doing the work, yes, but you're quite withdrawn. That is something that they sense from you, because it seems like you're very stable. You know that you're competing enough, you know that you can stand out, and you have no problem saying a big no if it is necessary. But with the presence of the Two of Cups, it seems like if things are not yielding the benefit that it should, the I mean, you become a little bit withdrawn. That is what I'm getting. You wanted reciprocity. You know, the Seven of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles is good card to come up for a career reading, but it is not too good. You know, if you put the effort, that is what you get. With the presence of Eight of Pentacles, it's like honing your skill. The Seven of Pentacles, like you are reaping the reward. It's not just like Nine of Pentacles, it's not just simply growing in the tree. You have to put in a lot of work. So there is an imbalance between that the work that you do and the reward that you get, and you may be sensing it yourself, and that your boss or your manager may think that you know that the amount of work you put in is not what you get out. So there is a imbalance. That is what I'm getting here. And you are a person who is full of balance. Like you wanted balance. It's not like if you do that of the work, you need to get paid. Simple as that. So something like that is present. So your boss or your manager will sense that yes, you're good in everything. Like in the discussions, in that the meetings, to showcase your work, doing that of the work, bringing out that of the result. Everything is perfect, but there is an imbalance going on, and you are in this verge of leaving this particular situation. I don't know, you are literally leaving this organization, or you are intending to drop a project, or it's like you're burdened, okay, you're overworked. That's the sort of vibe I'm getting, but you may not be showing it, and you may not be showing it to yourself. Like with the presence of King of Pentacles, like you do not know how tired you are until and unless you gave a point of time for yourself to rest. That is the irony of this overworking, you know. So that is present with the presence of this King of Pentacles. Like your boss may think that you may not yourself know that how much work. So it's like being very honest here, I do personally like the energy that is coming up as I continue reading. It's like they're kind of taking advantage, you know, kind of taking that of the advantage here with the presence of this King of Pentacles. Like they see that you're putting a lot of work, but I'm not getting this energy that the result is coming by. So that is the, anyway, we can dive into the rest of cards to get further info. So we got that of the wolf, romance feelings, overcoming obstacles, then boundaries, gratitude, releasing burdens, preserve, security, that is thrift, then weaver, then we have the radiance. So what I'm getting here is your boss or your manager may think that you are pursuing something that is beyond their comprehension because of the presence of this radiance card. Like you're running to that of a better horizon. I don't know how, but there is some sort of like a leading figure is present. Even in the lavender, even in the St. George's wort, it seems like there is a leading figure. Even in the Eight of Cups, there is a leading figure. So that is present. And again, with the presence of the preserve, it seems like you are storing up the energy because they find you to be quite calming. They find you to be quite pretending a little bit in that of the work. With the presence of the wolf, it's like kind of like pretending, but I'm getting this energy from them, like it was them, but they pointed towards you because it is kind of easier. So it's a messy energy. Okay, let's be very honest here. It's a messy energy. With the presence of the altar, I'm getting this energy that they may consider that you are keeping something very sacred to yourself. So something that like you're working upon yourself. Maybe you're working on your own business. You're working upon your own skill set. You're working upon something that is very sacred to you. Okay, so that is the you're trying to overcome, persevere, and overcome the obstacles, and you're setting strong boundaries that they don't like it because they see that it enables you to have some sort of liberty or freedom. So that is the, again, with the presence of romantic feelings, I'm not getting a solid romantic feelings from here, but more like it's like they don't want you to do too much good to yourself. Like it's a mixed jealousy feeling. That's what I'm getting actually here. I don't know why, but it seems like the more you do things, the more they lose the power or control over you, and that they may not be liking it so much because they find that you're kind of competing, and they may find that you have this resources to be more successful than them financially, because I got King of Pentacles. So they may see that you have this potential to be more financially independent and successful than them. So that can trigger them to a little bit. And if they have ever portrayed a romantic feelings towards you, I don't feel that it is genuine at all. It's just a way of knowing you or to break your boundaries. That is what I'm getting. I don't feel, always think for yourself, and that is what I always say whenever you watch any tarot reading in any platform. Just think for yourself and don't take anything in face value. Just think and analyze your, use brains. Okay, even if you fall for a person, don't go just simply go and watch a tarot. I don't know why I'm preaching this to you, but I'm just called to say that, like, if you fall for a person and you simply go and watch that of the tarot reading, I mean, don't take anything in that of the face value. Don't fall for that of just clickbaits. Okay, I'm just saying it is coming from a good intention. Take it if you want, or just leave it. Yeah, that's the, again, coming back to that of the main part of this reading, and I'm getting this message that even if they show some sort of romantic intentions, I don't think that it is completely genuine, or it is not completely genuine at this point of time. It may not be romantic, it can be some sort of showing of the respect towards you or some sort of kindness towards you. I don't feel like it is genuine at all. Because it seems like this person is hiding something, and they don't want you to leave this particular place. Like, they are seeing that you have the potential to leave and they don't want to do it. So that is the kind of energy I am getting this from this pile, and I hope that this reading truly resonates with you. If it does, consider subscribing to my channel. Hopefully I will catch you in my next reading. Till then, take care. Bye.